Hello. What's up, everybody? Hello, Bully. Hello, Philemon. How are y'all doing today? So, we're doing a thing today. You may have noticed the thumbnail is slightly different. You may have noticed that we are actually back above 450. So this isn't just well, we hit it at one point and now it's no longer there. It is a 450 sub goal. So, what this run is, I've said this multiple times, but I will also be opening this particular stream with it. Let me this. Let us take a look. Charmander. Got blood tests done early this morning. Well, I hope the results are good. And let's go back. Oh, wait, no. Let's do Charizard, because I do believe that their learn sets are different. All right. Oh, I'm not capturing my main monitor. There we go. Head blood test. Okay. It is a normal thing. Understood. Okay. So, the play here is every time we see a move that has the fire type, I have to learn it. And I cannot teach over it. So when we hit level 9, I will be teaching Ember to the Charmander. Obviously, Flamethrower and Fire Spin are past the point of Charmander evolving. So let's take a look at Charizard. Charizard learns Flamethrower at 46, Fire Spin at 55. And we also have Fire Blast. He does actually learn Dig. Interesting. I thought that Charizard would not be able to do that. So, every time we get one of these moves, actually, Charmeleon. What does Charmeleon learn? Flamethrower 42. Might be worth Rage, yeah. Might actually be worth delaying the evolution to Charizard until after we get Flamethrower. I think Charmeleon is too much of a boost over Charmander. So I don't think that we can hold off on evolving Charmander. Here, let me organize these. Right, because at 38 and then at 39 we evolved to Charmeleon, and then at 40 we evolved to Charizard. Whereas with this one we would have to get to 42 and then evolve to Charizard. So we would be getting Charizard 2 levels earlier if we just kept Charmander. Or I guess no, because we would learn Flamethrower and then evolve at 39 or at 38, and then evolve again at 39. So we would be able to get Charizard 3 levels earlier if I just kept Charmander all the way through. But I think keeping Charmander all the way through is not a good play. I think it is. I think Charmeleon is strong enough to carry us through the mid game. And then Charizard, unfortunately. By the way, we also get things like Swords Dance, which is incredibly good. Earthquake / Dig, which is incredibly good. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Fucking hell, it's hot in this room. 1 second. You know, Maneuver. And there. I hope it doesn't come through on the microphone too terribly much, but it is really fucking hot in this room right now. I want a fan on me. I want a fan on me. So yeah, until we get Fire Spin and Fire Blast, I feel like the last thing that we get rid of is probably going to be like Earthquake, right? Now, I am fairly certain that we can actually get to the... I think we get to the Elite Four at 54 with this guy. Because I don't think that we're going to need to level up too much more over the minimum to beat Brock, because Ember is very, very strong against his rock types, even though it is not very effective. Their special is so bad that it's still pretty capable of dealing with them. So I don't think that we have to level up too much there. And I don't really think, outside of Misty, I think Misty's probably going to be the only major problem fight for us, honestly. But we could get, like, we could have, like, Mega Punch at that point. We'll have Dig by the time we deal with her. So, oh shit, in Gen 2 he learns Rock Slide. That's nice. That would have been a good move to have for us. God damn. But yeah, at that point we would also already have Charmeleon. So Charmeleon with Dig. What is his attack? 64. Still not great. Still obviously supposed to be a special attacker, but like 80 speed is pretty decent. 80 special attack, 64 attack, 64 attack with 100 base power Dig. Not bad for Misty, right? Not terrible. So the thing that I would really like to have happen is I would love if we could get... Oh, there's no way. I thought this was 56. I thought it was 46, 56. At 55, I don't think that there's a way, because I am going to force the same basic rules. The only difference is that basically, this is going to be one of my normal solo runs, except we have a very specific moveset that we need to end up with. And also, I'm allowing evolution to happen. We will start with Charmander, and then we will go to Charmeleon, and then Charizard as we go through. I was hoping that this was 56, because I would really, really like to be able to get past Agatha. Without having learned Fire Spin. Which I just don't think is going to be possible. Because, like, here's the... like, at that point, we're going to have Flamethrower. And why is this not doing a live thing? That's weird. We're going to have Flamethrower, and most of Lorelei's Pokemon don't actually resist Flamethrower. And like the Dugong doesn't have a water move. You have Clamp on the Cloyster, which is bad for us, right? if it hits. And if we don't one-shot, which we probably won't, because I would be coming in at a much lower level than normal. Because I'm not going to be wanting to use my rare candies, right? Like, normally I spam the rare candies as soon as I get to the Elite Four. I would be trying to get through without it. And the only Pokemon that actively resists fire moves is the Slowbro, right? Like, that's the only one. Jinx is actively weak to them and also has very low physical defense. So we could probably one-shot the Jinx with Earthquake if we still have it. I think we should still have... I don't think that we would level up until at least the Lapras. We might be able to get all the way through Lorelei without leveling up. But there's no way we go all the way through Lorelei and Bruno without leveling up, right? That just does not happen. Can't browse X and watch unless you split screen. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so speaking of Twitter and things that I originally learned on Twitter and then watched YouTube videos about after. One of the big three in VTuber agencies just collapsed within 24 hours. VShojo no longer exists, basically. If you don't know what that is, VShojo is one of the, like I said, it's kind of like one of the big three. You have Hololive, you have Niji Sanji, and you have VShojo. And I watched a hell of a lot of VShojo. So basically it is if you remember way back in the early days of YouTube, where you would have a bunch of content creators under like an agency, which is basically supposed to help manage them and help manage them, help them deal with copyright stuff and all that stuff. Like Maker was a big one back in the day. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a management or talent agency, but for VTubers. And it came out yesterday. The people that were part of esports organizations, they probably I'm talking about like the early days of YouTube, like 2005. 2005, 2006. I feel like they were kind of dead by the time 2010 rolled around. This was like way early YouTube. But VShojo had a lot of the heavy hitters of the YouTubing scene. They had Iron Mouse, they had Zentreya, Haruka. YouTube early on, I was not a nerd on the internet. Fair enough. I was. Kenya, Amelie just joined like this year. Giga, who just left a couple of months ago. Zen also actually just left last month. But it turns out that they were fucking just not paying their streamers. Mouse left yesterday, and that's like the stone that started the avalanche. Probably a different thing. Oh, I guarantee it is. And she released a video yesterday saying that VShojo hadn't paid her a large chunk of money, but had also vanished over $500,000 that was supposed to be sent to charity on her behalf. So she had her subathon last year where she broke the all-time sub record, right? Like, this was big news when it happened. She broke the all-time sub record on this subathon, and 50% of the earnings of that subathon were supposed to go to the Immunodeficiency Foundation, which is very important to her because she has an immune deficiency disease. I can't remember what it is. And that foundation helped save her life, literally. And VShojo just did not pay them the $500,000 that was supposed to go to them. And then Kason, who is also another VTuber in the studio, went live this morning and pulled the there's VShojo EN, which is English, and then VShojo JP for Japanese, right? A lot of them have America and Japan based split studios, basically. She pulled the CEO of VShojo JP into a call on her stream, trying to find out what was going on, where all the money was, because apparently she hadn't been paid since September of last year. So this is the second talent that hadn't been paid. Iron Mouse never said exactly when she stopped getting paid, but Kason said that it was September of last year she stopped getting paid from VShojo. Which I don't know about y'all, but if I stop getting paid, fuck you. I'm not working for you, right? And she literally quit on stream in the middle of that call. Which based. That was crazy. I was watching that live and that was just crazy. And then every single talent removed VShojo from their Twitter handle. And after I woke up, every single talent has had the VShojo badge removed from their Twitter profile, which the badge, you'll see this every once in a while on people's names. I don't know if any of you guys know about this. I only recently learned about it because I'm spending way too much time on Twitter lately. What the badge is so like you have your profile name, you have your bio and all that stuff. And then your profile name you can change, right? Like you can change your profile name within restrictions. There's some restrictions. I don't know exactly what they are. But you can change your profile name basically whenever the fuck you want, right? Has to go through an approval process, make sure that, you're not slinging out slurs in your name or whatever. But, you can change your name basically whenever you want. The badges are like, you have your, like, Twitter Plus or whatever the fuck they call it badge. And certain companies also have badges that they will put next to the names of their people so that, you know that this is like the official channel for that person, right? Or an official channel for that. And the talent cannot remove the badge from their profile. Only the company can. So none of the VTubers from VShojo could remove this badge from their profile. VShojo had to go in and remove it from all of them. And now none of them have it anymore. And it's been confirmed that, like, I'm actually really curious. I wonder if... Oh, they haven't changed anything yet. I mean, it makes sense that they wouldn't. Like, it's been less than a day. But yeah, so far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. Project Melody, Kurenai, Michi Mochibi, Amelie, and Kason have all confirmed that they are leaving VShojo. Let's see if I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm not gonna go that deep into it. I was about to start looking up, like, has there been any updates on Twitter or anything like that? Not fucking with that. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. So yeah, every single talent has had the badge removed from them. Nobody has heard from the the main CEO of Vishojo. He has not released anything, but like they've bled over half of their talents, either through the last couple of months with people just leaving, right? Because Zentreya left, which Zentreya was like probably the second biggest person that they had in their roster, next to Iron Mouse, who left yesterday. Giga left. I want to say somebody else did too. Who else left? Somebody else left. Why can't I think of who left? I think a third person left who my brain is just not pulling their name up. But yeah, those three, and then 5 more within the last day. That's 8. 8 talent left within, this year, basically. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. And like, I'm a fan of a lot of these people. I've been watching a lot of these people, basically since I became a fan of VTubing, like within the last year. And it's like, man, that really sucks, because Vishojo kind of had the reputation of being the company that if you were to go into corpo VTubing, that's the one you would want to get into. Because it was like super talent friendly, super talent first is like the fucking basis of their marketing for their company. And the hell? Huh. So you know that sticker that's on the back of the controller that like has all like the model number and everything on it? You know, this little strip here? It's so hot in my house that it just kind of fucking sweated off without any actual... Okay. I mean... Ugh. I just keep paper towels handy for whenever, the cats want to do something stupid. Alright. No more of that. Anyway, now that I've talked about all of that is entirely relevant to this stream, let's get started, huh? But that is not what I wanted. Let us get started. Let's get we'll do the gold and silver track. We'll do the gold and silver track today. Fuck it. Hello? Oh, I guess I yapped long enough that my controller died. Oh, and the game forgot that it's supposed to be going fast. Alright, let's do this, let's do this. What the fuck? Okay, nope. Nope. Alright. Nope. There's still goo on the back of the controller. Apparently I did not get... Yeah. Alright. I think that should be good. Alright. Why do you like this? Oh. I think my headphones might be dying a bit. We might need to get some new headphones at some point. Alright. So, let's go in and laugh at what we were able to do before. Oh man, look at that. Look at that very balanced moveset. Sword Stance, Dig and Body Slam to take advantage of Sword Stance, and then Flamethrower because, duh, we're going to have the strongest fire move in the game. Man, look at this balanced moveset. Man, imagine... Hello, Bruno. How are you today? Imagine having moves that aren't just fire moves. All right. Timer. I almost forgot the timer. Even though that's more like... whatever. I'm not actually going to be worried about the timer too much today. It's like, this obviously isn't going to be going in the Excel sheet for this. Hello, Taco. How are you? How are you? All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. Who is... I got a name. All right. We have a name for the rival today. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Yes, this is an actual name for an actual character in a Marvel TV show. They actually named somebody Slug. Wait, did the options reset? They did. I was like, that text seems to be going quite slow. Nope. All right. I'm gonna growl twice, I think. All right. I'm glad that we got a critical hit on the last hit. That's super cool. All right. I'm gonna try to minimize... not quite minimize, but I'm not going to fight any extra wild Pokemon like I sometimes do. I'm going to try to beat Brock at as low a level as possible. Because I feel like once we get Ember, we can fuck him up pretty easily. I think I fight... do I fight all of the... bug catchers? We definitely don't go back for Rival 1.5. All right. Eh. Yep. Saving over the old one. I should be able to beat this guy. Unless we get poisoned fucking turn 1! Asshole. Well, it was turn, what, 2? Something like that. Stop it. Stop it. All right. We're not fighting this guy. I'm kind of just hoping that the level 9 is going to be enough to get us to level 9. Because if we can get to level 9, that gets us Ember, and that's kind of what we want. Oh, we're in a speed tie with him. We are no longer in a speed tie with him. Fuck off. Okay, so we did get to level 9. Alright, so I'm gonna try not to fight that other bug catcher. How many got? 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we got more than enough. Good. Did not have to burn another antidote here. Now, the question is... do I beat the junior trainer? Because, like I said, I am going to require... the crit sucks. Okay, that is death number 1. And that wasn't even close, actually. Where are you at? That actually was not even close. All right. That's a little unfortunate. All right. We're just going to kill him with Ember. Any wilds that we get. Not even going to save for this. This is going to be an easy fight. Okay. That's an extra 2 levels. I'm just going to try for that. I will still fight anything that we come across because it's just an easy one-shot. Fuck it, why not, right? Okay. Nothing too crazy there. Hello, please stop missing the door. Oh my god, stop missing the door. All right, attempt number 2. That crit sucks. That also sucks. God damn it. All right, I think we can win. If we don't get crit, and if, like, also if we get a bird at some point, that's also really good. Yeah, I think we win this now. Oh, god damn. All right. That's a little unfortunate, actually. So the crit actually doesn't matter unless we get crit twice. Because it's gonna be... so we die in 5 here. Is there a way for me to get past this? I mean, if I crit... or if the Sandshrew ever went for Sand Attack. Like, the Sandshrew has not gone for Sand... like, this guy has random AI. It's been a 50-50 to go for Sand Attack on any given attack for that Sandshrew. Oh, shit. Oh, of course, and then he returns with another burn. But this is more health than we've had. And there it is. Okay. So weird. Like, we got a Sand Attack, we got 2 crits, and we got a burn. Or actually, we got 2 burns, didn't we? Or no. No. It was just the burn on the... whatever. Anyway. This should go quite nicely for us, I think. So I'm going to see what Ember does. Ember does not do that much. We're going to growl twice. We want him to spam Defense Curl. Because defense scroll does nothing. The crit sucked. The lack of burn sucked because a burn just like wastes his turn, right? Like the burn is never gonna stick because the motherfucker's got 5 full heals per Pokemon. Growl twice. That's a good crit. This is really okay. I have, yeah, I was about to say, like, I die to a tackle at this point, don't I? Okay, so this is actually quite a bit rougher than I expected it to be. Okay. I think the play is still 2 growls to start with the Geodude, cutting his attack in half. All right, we got a burn. That's good. Okay, we're actually in like way better position now. All right, we just go for it. There we go. Okay, we just need to get a little bit luckier and have the Onyx go for more bites. Honestly, that was like the big thing, I think. All right, that was actually a much bigger hurdle than I expected it to be. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I thought that would have been quite a bit simpler. But I do think that we got relatively unlucky. Come on. Was that a 5 hit or was that a 4 hit? All right, so that's Charmeleon. Is there any move that I want to learn earlier? No, not really. The next move is Rage at 22. So we're just going to let this happen. And then, like I said, I do think that we hold off on evolving to Charizard until we learn Flamethrower. Oh yeah, I want to save. No, we need a 5 or 6. 7 and 8 are too high level. It said 7 8's too high level. That's not a Spearow. That's also not a Spearow, and it's also too high a level. There we go. We kill it with a scratch, don't we? At level 17, there's no way we don't kill it with the scratch, so we're just gonna toss Pokeballs at it, I guess. Nice. All right, good stuff, good stuff. So we don't need a dig Pokemon. So we did not believe in evolution in this channel. This is an exception. This is an exception to the general rule. There are always exceptions to general rules. We do not need a dig Pokemon. We need a cut Pokemon. So if we can get a Paris, that's fine. If not, that is also fine. Holy shit, let me take 3 fucking steps, you stupid bats. Thank you. Oh, actually a Paris. I did not think that we were gonna see one. That was a crit. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, cool. So now we don't have to trade. I think we get rid of Growl. Alright. How the fuck do we deal with Misty? Since we are a Charmeleon, that doesn't mean that we're going to have a better shot against her than if we were still a Charmander. I hate all of these encounters. This is so frustrating. I could use Ember and just, like, end that creature's life, but not gonna. Really? So, you could... We outspeed a Voltorb. Interesting. Please stop. Please stop! Thank you. Jesus. I was about to say, you could argue that I should have healed before going in there, but, you know. I didn't, because reasons. They were good reasons, I promise. You can't prove otherwise. Get me the fuck out of there, Jesus. Alright. Heal, heal, help, heal, help. Oh, so I learned something that I did not know. That would help me in these runs cut a little bit of time off of them. I learned that oh my god. I learned I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking... I hate this game. Wait, did I save before this fight? When did I save last? I think I saved before this fight. I did. Okay, good. I learned that you could use an escape rope in Bill's house. Fucking stop missing! Jesus. I'm just using Ember now. Like, here's the thing. Like, once we get past the fucking horsey there, it's free. The rest of that fight is free because good AI has withdraw. Withdraw is a water move. It will always go for withdraw. I'm gonna fucking lose it if I don't stop missing my fucking Mega Punches. Holy shit. This thing's like a 20%... Oh, this game sucks. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? This is supposed to be the easy fight. That's literally all that needed to happen. I didn't even need the crit on the scratch. I just need to have more than a 5% accuracy on my fucking Mega Punch. Jesus. Oh. We're in a... I was in a speed tie. Oh, okay. All right, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Get me out of there. Heal. Okay, so here's the question. Is Dig going to be strong enough to take on Misty? That's the question. Is it going to be strong enough to take on Misty? I don't think that it is, unfortunately. I'm like really hoping that I don't need to go down to Vermilion, level up more, and then come back. But that might be what we need to do. Why am I just like barely not killing everything right now? This is very frustrating. Could you stop? Thank you. Jesus. I do find it very funny that this lass and the last lass have the same Pokemon. It's just this lass's Pokemon are 2 levels higher. That's the only difference between the two. Hi, kitten. Can you come up and say hi? Oh. Hi. There's my boy. All right, we have a kitty. I'm running a little bit low on Mega Punches. And by a little bit low, I mean I am down to half of them. Should not have gone for that. Okay. Also, I'm out of healing items. That could be a problem. I do not get through the rest of this without healing, so I'm just gonna go back and do it now. Yeah, I do not get through the rest of that without healing. Because the next girl has Nidoran, 2 Nidorans, right? Male and female. And then the guy after her has what? I can't remember what the top guy has. What do you have, my dude? I'm so cool, I've got a girlfriend. Oh my god. Alright, Rattata that gets 1 shot, and Ekans that is also 1 shot. Alright, cool. Nice. And then you have 2 grass types, which we can just burn to death. Nope. So we got 1 more fight before Misty. That's so crazy that that actually works there. Am I a high enough level to beat Misty? There's no way, right? There's not a single shot that I beat Misty at most level 25. So I think we level up on the star U. I can just go in, right? There's no reason to keep Mega Punch anymore, right? Because we're going to be getting Body Slam as soon as we get down to Vermilion. And I don't want to get rid of Leer yet, just in case we come into something that Leer would be useful for, right? So we're going to get rid of Mega Punch, I think. I very seriously doubt that we beat this. I am fully expecting to die here. We do outspeed. We do not quite one-shot. There's no way we outspeed the Starmie, though. Crit? Oh, shit! Hell yeah! We beat Misty. Alright, cool. Everything's fine. Entirely as planned. Everything is fine. I meant for that to happen. I expected that to happen even. See, what I was doing there by saying that there's no way that we beat Misty is I was tempering your expectations. I was making you all think that I was going into a hopeless fight so that when I inevitably won, it would just make the dopamine rush that you all would feel even better. That's what we were doing there. That was entirely... I kind of forgot that I had 4 flying types to fight before I got to fucking Vermilion. Oops! It's gonna Ember you as well, I think. Alright, let's sell stuff. Pokeballs we don't need anymore. You are useless to me. You are just supposed to be money. You I cannot learn. Alright. 5 of those. No, 5 of those. I don't know why I'm starting to, like, get my repels and super repels, or max repels, I should say, mixed up. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Scratch for Body Slam. Like I said, I still think that Leer is worthwhile. I think that there is a use case for it. Oh, that does not kill. Okay. And if it doesn't kill that, then it definitely doesn't kill the Ponyta. One sand attack isn't the end of the world. Oh my god. Apparently it fucking is, because I missed, like, what was that, 4 moves in a fucking row? I'm so fucking mad, dude. That was such a bullshit fucking fight. I should not have lost that. Not off of a single... I mean, like, well, that's why I despise sand attacks so much. That right there, that fight, what we just saw, is the reason that I despise sand attack as much as I do. Because it could just tell me to go fuck myself forever. You still live. Okay. Oh, here, let me teach. Cut. Ah, shit. We should be able to just blast through Surge's gym. The only actual threat is, like, if we get paralyzed by Surge's Pikachu. And then we get, like, thunderbolted twice by the Raichu or something like that. Oh my god, it's so nice that we're one-shotting these things. Let's fight you now. I'm curious. Ah, it lived. But it didn't do anything. I'm actually surprised he didn't Thunderwave. They love going for Thunderwave turn 1. So I feel like we're basically guaranteed a win against Surge here, I think. Nope. All right. I believe it should be the one on the right then. No. Okay. I thought that was the only other option. Oh my god. There it is. So the way the puzzle is supposed to work is that it's supposed to be like, since I hit this one, it's supposed to be this one, or this one can hit it, right? Like, it's literally any of the adjoining cans in any of the 4 cardinal directions. But there's 2 things. First off, it's a 50-50 to always be the top left can. That's why I always check that one first. Second off, there's actually very specific cans that it can actually be for any given... What do you mean YouTube is not receiving stuff? My bitrate is very stable right now, actually, for once. What are you talking about? I don't need to heal. I think we'll be fine. It's kind of crazy that I am outspeeding the fucking Voltorb. Voltorb is fast as fuck. I outspeed the Raichu even. Ah, damn. Okay. That's interesting. What level am I? 29. This fucking fight. The problem is, I'm not sure... Okay, so Ember does kill. I'm getting to the point where I'm not entirely sure whether or not Ember can carry us through these grass types anymore. Because it's still just a 40 base power move. And, like, the really unfortunate thing is that in Gen 1, the only midpoint between Ember and Flamethrower is Fire Punch, which barely anybody learns. And by barely anybody, I think it's literally just Hitmonchan. I'm gonna dig the Slowpoke. I think digging the Slowpoke is still probably the best move. Although I guess this one's a higher level, so it's probably going to be a 3-shot. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that was a bad play. Both of those should be... No! They are not one-shots. See, this is what I was talking about. Ember is our strongest move against them. Coming out to 120 power, right? And I do believe... Oh, our attack and special are almost equal. That's interesting. Huh. This fucking guy. We're gonna dig, and we're kind of hoping to see a self-destruct while we are underground. Alright, that also works. Gonna dig the people that I can. Well, damn it. Yeah, I need to not rely on Ember anymore. Ember's pretty trash. Like I said, going into that route, it's like I feel like we're getting to the point where Ember is going to be not enough anymore. That's kind of been proven over these last couple of fights. What is it for Charmeleon? It's 42? Oh, God. There's so much time left before we do this. Sorry. I did not sleep well today. I fucking woke up like 18 times because it's so fucking hot in my room. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I almost woke up every hour. It was crazy. It was like, all right, I got to sleep at 10. Cool. That's actually pretty decent time for me. All right, I woke up at 11. All right, I woke up at noon. All right, I woke up at 1:30, I think. All right, I woke up at 2:30. All right, I woke up at 4. All right, I woke up at 5:30. Like, yay! Yay for consistent sleep! Yay! I want to die. So unfortunately, we can't learn Thunderbolt. That'd be really nice, actually. Oh my God. I don't know why I went for that one first. Oops. I can't learn this. No. No, that's right. Gen 2. Gen 2, we can learn Rock Slide. I'm like, goddamn, it hit like real quick here. I am a little bit tired. The problem is that even if I laid back down again, I wouldn't be able to get back to sleep because it's still too fucking hot in this room. All right. So how do we do with Giovanni? Dig clears basically everybody, right? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I am going to be very yawny today. I'm probably not going to make it all the way to 9 o'clock. I'm just being entirely honest. I am probably going to fucking, like, crash here in a bit. I've been drinking a lot. Like, I've been drinking gamer subs pretty much consistently this whole time. Trying to stay awake. But it is not enough to ward off the sleepies entirely. Oh no, I did it stupid. Yeah, I think after Giovanni I might call it, because I'm starting to droop real hard all of a sudden. I don't know what it is with Tuesdays, man. Like, last week we didn't have this issue, but the week before we did. Today we're having this problem. I think it's just Tuesdays have just been unusually hot in my area. Like, even more so than the rest of the weeks are. Which, the rest of the weeks are also not that great for me right now. You. Do we ember you? Fuck it, why not, right? Can dig the Ekans. Slash is just gonna be better than Body Slam, but I want to have them both. Yeah, he actually did get burned there. All right, so that's. We know that Ember was. Ember does not guarantee one shot. Interesting. All right. So, Dig should not. Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense because these dudes, like, yes, it's super effective, but these dudes have like crazy good. I almost said AC. Crazy good physical defense. Oh wait, I have dig. I am the digger. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna call it a little early today, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. Well, I just talked about this. I did not sleep well today. I woke up, like I said, basically once every hour. And it wasn't I wake up and then I immediately go back to sleep. It was I wake up and I'm up for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm basically running on half or less sleep than what I should be. But before I go, tomorrow we're gonna be continuing God of War Ragnarok. No stream on Thursday as always. Friday we're gonna be doing more Loader Woder as well as Saturday. And then next Tuesday, a week from today, we will be continuing this run. And I kind of expect to kind of beat it. And like, see, here's the thing. We probably weren't going to be beating this game today anyway, this particular run. I kind of expect this run to require 2 days anyway, especially since I took a good chunk of time talking about, you know, the current happenings in the VTubing scene at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and take a nap before I go into work because I'm about to pass the fuck out again. I apologize for the short stream today, guys. But yeah, this sleepy's hit me in the fucking head with a brick. So I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. By the way, subscribe if you haven't. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.